I make $10,000 every single month off of one retainer client. So I'm gonna show you the exact process I use to find prospective clients, build out their retainer model, and all the aspects I use to get them under contract. That way you are no longer worried about where your next paycheck comes from. We are going to get right into this. Before we build out a retainer model, we have to first understand what we want to offer. And that needs to be something that we can do consistently and something that offers value to the client. Me, I offer interview videos that are filled with emotion that I use to humanize the clients. This is something that I am good at, and this is something that I know I can reproduce consistently. Now that we understand what we offer, we need to find out who we can offer this to. Here's the hard truth. Not every single client is going to be a retainer-based client. We want to find somebody who has a recurring need that over the course of every single month, that's a problem that we can solve. In my case, that's video. See, I focus on clients who don't really have a social media front. These are people who want to humanize themselves in front of their customers. These are people who want to showcase that they are people, they just don't know how to. This lets me focus on the emotional aspect, and the emotional aspect lets their customers focus on them and relate to their brand more. So now that we understand what we're offering, who we're offering that to, let's figure out how to bundle these things together in a very neat package that we can offer month to month. If you want the exact retainer model that I use to land a $10,000 a month client 2 months ago, I'm going to leave that link in the description below. Sign up, it's absolutely free. When it comes to building out retainer models, I focus on a few different things. The current retainer model that I offer is a $10,000 a month package, a $15,000 a month, and a $20,000 a month package. My ultimate goal is to try to funnel people to the $15,000 a month package. This gives the most value to the client for the budget, and it also helps us out because we get to secure that consistent income. But what I found is that usually, if you don't have that relationship built with a client, or if this is your first time trying to work with them, they're going to most likely go with the $10,000 a month package or the lower end package with a shorter monthly gap. And that's absolutely normal. We offer a 3-month contract or a 6-month contract. A lot of times it's just 3-month contract with $10,000 a month, and then we revisit it at the end of the 3 months. So if you are a beginner, then this model can scale however you want to. Use the PDF that I provided with you. It can be $3,000 a month, $6,000, and then $9,000. Whatever's comfortable for you, make sure that you have the ability to consistently provide what you're offering. Now, here's the thing. When it comes to finding people that I want to work with, I do not do cold calls. Everything that I do is a warm lead. Let me tell you what that means. I focus on building relationships with everybody that I know. And through those relationships, I have them introduce me to people, or I post content like this and people are aware of my existence. I don't want to go into some business where they have no clue who I am, they've never heard of me, and try to pitch to them. That just sounds like an expense to them. I focus on having the people that I currently know introduce me to people, and here is the big thing. So let's say that you found a client that you want to work with, you are aware of each other. How do you get them under retainer? This is what I do. I do not pitch to them. I focus on the relationship aspect and the foundation building of my potential client. My whole goal is to not look like an expense, so I do not want to put money before relationships or people. Focusing on putting people first is exceptional. I know it sounds like something that's super common sense, but we get so caught up in the need of the sale that we lose sight of the person in front of us. So I want to get to know the potential client. I meet with them on and off. Let's do lunch, let's do dinner. We can have this time to kind of understand, and they know I'm going above and beyond, and it's not just me offering a service to them. Because one thing that I don't want is for me to get under contract with somebody I don't know for 3 or 6 months, and I hate doing the work. Everything that I do, relationship driven, putting the people first. And actually, let me use my most recent client as an example. Somebody I just landed in retainer 2 months ago. This took a lot of time and effort, but to go back to the start, we were aware of each other. We had friends. I knew that they were starting a company. I knew what they did, what they offered, but I didn't really know them through and through. And when I really wanted to kind of understand them and try to see if video could fit their needs, I just went by. I just started hanging out with them. We went out to lunch a couple of times. We chatted, and they explained to me that they've been looking into video. This is not something where I was like, "Hey, I want to give you video services. Do you want to pay?" No, this is something that they were like, hey, we might want some video services. We know that you do video. We've seen your work every now and then. And that is a great thing because they saw me here on YouTube. That's why I say it is important to document yourself. So from that point, we explored how video would even fit in their business. And of course, they're a tech company. They had no posts of themselves, but they wanted to humanize themselves and show their customers that they're real people. That's an easy thing to solve. So here's what I did. At that initial point, instead of trying to be like, hey, let's get on a contract, you pay me for 3 to 6 months and who knows what work I'll produce for you. We created a sample package, a sample pitch that we pitched to them, and it says, hey, we're gonna kind of discount this. Here's a bundle package. If you want some videos, let's kind of test the waters to see if we're a right fit with each other. They were absolutely on board with that. And then from seeing themselves in the work, from seeing what video could potentially do for them, they were like, we want this on a consistent basis. And I said, absolutely. And then I developed a custom retainer model to fit their needs. They wanted customer testimonials on top of some internal employee videos. I built that out for them and we got on a contract. The hard part is not finding people that you want to work with necessarily, but it's about being patient, building that relationship with people and understanding who you really want to work with and who wants to work with you. So 3-month retainer at $10,000 a month. At the end of each month, we check in, we have progress reports. Truthfully, I do this more with them because we have a really good relationship. I'm constantly checking in and giving them more. That way, I do not look like an expense. That is the last thing you want because expenses get cut. No matter how good your work is, if you're an expense to a growing business, that is something they can just live without. So here's what happens as the end of the 3-month retainer approaches. We start getting real. We start talking about, is this a relationship that we want to further? Is this something that we want to kind of change up? Maybe we get into a $5,000 a month video package. Maybe we go up to a $20,000 a month video package. It's all about assessing their needs and figuring out how you fit into those needs. The overall goal is to constantly have them on board with us because that is the goal of retainers. We want to constantly know that we're going to get paid 2 months down the line instead of trying to figure out where our next paycheck is going to come from. That's something I've struggled with a lot with these one-off projects, and the retainer business model solves all of that. And I'll give you the secret sauce. This is something we practice often. As I said, we try to give them a little bit more than what they signed on for. We try to let them know that we're available and we care for them, because here's the most important thing. You need to make every client feel like they are your only client. If you can do that, you will have an absolutely successful business. When clients realize that, hey, this person is available, they're always doing the most for us, I don't think we could get another videographer to give us the value that Chris gives us every month. This man is not an expense. He is something that we have to keep our business growing. That's all I want. Now, here's the big thing. My mindset was the only thing that was holding me back from these $400 one-off projects and $10,000 a month retainers. Now, if that sounds like you, I encourage you to join our business coaching group where I personally help you build out your retainer models, coach you through how to land these larger clients, so that way you're not stressed about where your next paycheck is going to come from. I'm going to leave the link down below. There's only about 26 spots at the moment left in the coaching group, and there's only 3 spots left for one-on-one coaching. So if you're absolutely interested, act fast. And if you just want to see extended versions of videos like this and you want to get them early and you want to get the absolute most value that I can, for $15 a month, you can join my Patreon, and I promise you, you're going to be getting more than $15 of value every single month. I have one goal. Kid you not, if you made it to the end of this video, I have one goal, and that is to help you make more money doing what you love. But with that all being said, that's all I have for you today, guys. So if you like this video, give it a thumbs up. And if you loved it, consider subscribing, because I'm bringing you more content just like this every week. So you guys stay safe, you're loved, and I will see you in the next one. Peace.